इस एपिसोड में हम डिकोड करेंगे इन दिस एक्सप्लेनर we're decoding the absolute ultimate reality check for Indian MSME founders. We're cutting through all the fluff, all the noise, and diving straight into the brutal business truths laid out by Coach Rajiv Talreja. Listen, if you actually want to survive, let alone scale your business into 2026, you absolutely need to hear this.
Okay, so let's jump right in and tackle the biggest, most common illusion practically every small business owner falls for. You look at the population and think, wow, India has 140 crore people. That is my market. You tell yourself, man, if I can just capture a tiny, tiny fraction of them, I am totally set, right? Well, actually, scratch that. It is a massive, incredibly dangerous myth. Here is the brutal reality right out of the gate. If you want to make actual, real profits without getting stuck in this exhausting, endless cycle of just burning through funds, your real market is literally only the top 10 lakh people. 1 million people. That's it. That's the whole shebang. If you're trying to build a real, sustainable business and not just playing the startup funding roulette, this is exactly where the money actually is. To get you geared up for 2026, we've got a structured playbook for you today. We'll systematically dismantle outdated business myths by covering 1. The target market myth, 2. Finding the right customer, 3. The new pricing formula, 4. The trinity of margins, and finally, 5. Building a premium brand. Section 1. The target market myth. So, there's this old saying, if everybody is your customer, then nobody is your customer. Let me give you an example. Think of a happiness coach who tried selling a 1,500 rupee session to middle-class corporate employees. Now, sure, these folks make decent salaries, maybe around 60,000 rupees a month, but they are completely drowning in EMIs, car loans, school fees, and credit card debt. They aren't exactly looking to spend money on inner work, you know? They're totally outside that spend threshold. But because the coach assumed literally everyone with stress was a potential customer, nobody ended up buying. Section 2. Finding the right customer. So how do we actually find those right customers? Well, you've got to apply what we call the MAN framework. A high-value customer has to have all three of these traits. M, money. Do they actually have the funds? A, authority. Can they pull the trigger and make the decision? Or do they need to go ask their spouse, their boss, or their parents? And N, need. Do they actually genuinely require what you're selling? If your prospect is missing even one of these, you are going to get stuck in endless, agonizing sales cycles. And nobody wants that. Let's put this into perspective. Imagine you sell boat technology. You could sell practical, everyday boats to a poor fisherman, or you could sell luxury yachts to a millionaire. The physics of making the boat float, exactly the same, but the customer experience is night and day. The fisherman doesn't have much money. He's going to demand discounts, beg for EMIs, probably skip payments. The millionaire, on the other hand, they want premium branding. They want to show off to their friends. They might even casually ask if they can pay you in crypto. Which brings us to an absolute golden rule of business. Whoever you sell to, their problems literally become your problems. If your customer is constantly struggling with cash flow, guess what? Your business is going to struggle with cash flow. As a founder, you have to actively choose which customers' problems you are willing to adopt into your own life.
Section 3. The new pricing formula.
Okay, so the old reality of pricing was super simple. You take your cost, you add your profit, and boom, that's your selling price. But the 2026 reality? It completely flips the script. It works in reverse. Today, you have to start with perceptive value, meaning what is the customer actually willing to pay? Then you subtract your desired margin. Whatever you have left, that is your target cost. That's the budget you have to efficiently build that product or deliver that service. Let's break down perceptive value really quick. It's essentially what a customer is emotionally or socially willing to spend. Take a Diljit Dosanjh concert, for example. Fans will eagerly drop 15,000 rupees for a ticket. And let's be real, they aren't paying that for pristine audio quality and some dusty open ground. They are paying for the social media flex. They're paying for the vibe. It is your brand, your track record, and very importantly, your capacity to just say no to bad deals that actively dictates this value. Section 4. The trinity of margins. So what exactly is a good margin? It's not just some random percentage you pull out of thin air. A good margin is simply one that covers three key areas. First up, can you reinvest in your business infrastructure? Second, can you give healthy raises and bonuses to your team? And third, this is crucial, can you upgrade your own personal lifestyle? If your margin covers this holy trinity, you are doing great. Pat yourself on the back and go to sleep with a smile. And, this serves as a really powerful reminder. Your business is just a vehicle to serve people, and that absolutely includes you. Way too many founders keep pushing back family vacations year after year, just waiting for that perfect time that honestly never comes. Please, do not sacrifice your peace of mind and your family life for a business that fails to serve you back.
Section 5. Building a premium brand.
To really paint a picture of this, let's look at a brilliant little story about 3 different furniture builders. They perfectly represent the evolutionary stages of a business owner. First, we have Mahesh. He's a solo freelancer. Then we have Mukesh, our struggling survivor. And finally, there's Mandeep, the premium brand differentiator. Let's break down their strategies. So Mahesh tries to win by assembling chairs all by himself, using cheap labor and razor-thin margins. The result? Total, absolute burnout. Then there's Mukesh. He tries to professionalize by renting a store and hiring some staff, but he's got super high overhead and no real unique selling point. So he gets sucked into agonizing price wars with guys just like Mahesh. He is barely keeping his head above water. But Mandeep? Mandeep doesn't just sell chairs. He uses an AI app to assess employee body composition and sells bespoke wellness chairs at a massive premium to high-end corporate clients. Mandeep commands the absolute cream of the market, while Mahesh and Mukesh are left fighting for the scraps. So, how do you level up and become a Mandeep? You have to live by this rule. Wherever attention goes, money flows. In 2026, just having a great product is definitely not enough. If you're relying entirely on word of mouth because you think my work speaks for itself, I hate to break it to you, but you're not an entrepreneur. You are a gambler. You absolutely must proactively market your business. To capture that attention, you need to step into one of the 3 marketing avatars of 2026. You could be an educator, sharing industry trends and dropping hard facts. You could be an entertainer, using engaging art or a bit of humor to show off your products. Or you could be a storyteller, sharing the raw, behind-the-scenes struggles and triumphs of your journey. You just need to pick the avatar that best matches your natural vibe and personality. All right, let's summarize this entire playbook into 3 clear, actionable steps. Number 1, pick your marketing avatar. Number 2, show your expertise consistently online. And remember, having targeted credibility with 1,000 views from the right buyers is vastly better than chasing empty viral fame from teenagers who are literally never going to buy your product. And number 3, actively say no to bad customers whose problems will just drain your peace of mind.
I want to leave you with this final thought today. Take a real hard look at how your business is operating right now. Are you acting like Mahesh and Mukesh, just exhausting yourself fighting for the market's scraps? Or are you ready to upgrade your mindset and your systems for 2026 to build a premium brand that commands the cream? The choice is entirely yours.